Welcome back, guys.
Hello.
My name is Michael.
This is Jeffrey.
And we're back with the top 10 for you guys. This week, we have top 10 PS2 games.
Dope.
That we used to play. I didn't have a PS2 until I was already like a teenager. It came out when we were younger, probably like 12, right? 11, 12, something like that.
I don't know when it came out. I don't think I got it when it came out.
Yeah.
First came out.
My uncle got it when it first came out. I want to say like 2002, something like that.
Came out 2000.
2000? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say probably got it 2001, 2002, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I think that the PS2 is probably the system that I played on the most.
Right.
The longest.
Mm-hmm.
That thing, when did the PS3 come out?
2005?
2005, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
2005, 6.
Everybody got it around like 2007, 8, something like that.
Yep.
Whoever had it.
Yeah, but a lot of people are still playing PS2 when the PS3 came out.
For a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was playing PS2 until I already graduated.
Yeah.
This week, we have a new band.
Whoa, finally.
We have a new band on the show. They're called The Prisoners. They're out of Yuma, Arizona. And we're going to play some of their music.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's a heavy metal band. My cousin Eli is part of the band. And we're going to play some of their music. So, else on the agenda, Jeffrey?
When are we releasing episodes?
So now we're releasing episodes every Tuesday and Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Every Tuesday and Thursday. Instead of the original Wednesday, we're going to start bringing out a little more content for you guys. And so you can listen every Tuesday and Thursday. It's going to be a good time. We're going to have a smaller video or a smaller podcast probably on Thursdays. Probably our main episode will come on Tuesdays.
Yeah, the original top 10, and then I don't know, the smaller one is kind of winging it.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Yeah, see what happens. So let us know if you guys like it. Getting to the actual list here. What you got at number 10, Jeffrey?
My number 10. You know me. It's a Mobile Suit Gundam game.
Oh,
it's called Encounters in Space. You probably never played it.
Nope, never.
This game, I remember going to Walmart back when they had the games in the glass. Do you remember that?
What are you talking about?
You don't remember that?
Yes, of course I remember that, dude.
That was prime time. But
you had the controller at the bottom, or when you would play at Walmart, and the TV was like up there, and you were like way down here, and you had the controller. Your neck was like hurting after a while, and you would be in the back and like behind the kid.
Yeah,
maybe he just got there.
Yep.
Maybe he's been there for a while.
Yeah.
Maybe his parents are gonna tell him, "Hey, let's go." Maybe he got lost.
But yeah, this was before I figured out GameStop. This game I would check like every day. Do they have it? Because it came out maybe like 2 months before I started looking. I was like, they don't have it. So I had to go to a GameStop and I had to get it used, but it was like expensive, like $20 more than like what the normal price would be. But anyways, the game itself blew my dreams away. It like I felt like I watched the anime before that, and it did a good job of like transferring that over. It wasn't like clunky because I play other Gundam games. This was the first one like, oh, I'm a fucking badass. Like the main character has like psychic powers, so he'll hear like a beep or like a and he's like, oh, they're gonna shoot at you. It had that same thing in the game, so it would beep, and then you would be like, oh shit, turn around, and then you would just automatically like shoot the guy. You just feel like a badass. But yeah, there's plenty of other ones, but this was my favorite because it was the most action one. Also the most hard one to find. So
yeah,
I know you need to watch Gundam Man so we can do an anime episode.
Yeah. I probably should.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my number 10. Mobile Suit Gundam Encounters in Space.
Encounters in Space.
Oh.
All right. For my number 10, I got Def Jam Vendetta. This is just one of the games that like I just randomly bought because it's your money. You go to GameStop. What do they got, dude? You go to Walmart. What do they got? What can I afford? What can I get? Def Jam Vendetta was one of those games.
Never got it. I saw it all the time,
Bro. It was all the Def Jam rappers and
who was in it? 50 Cent?
No. Get out of here. No, Ludacris was in it. Method Man, Redman.
No.
Ghostface Killer, like all the Wu-Tang people. Who else was in it? DMX was in it, I think.
I could have sworn I saw one of the Def Jam games have like Nelly on it. No, am I tripping? I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe like another game.
One. Yeah.
But this one, it was still like that old like 3D looking fighter type game before they started going like into more cutting edge kind of graphics and stuff. So, and it was a wrestling game. So you were one of 4 people, and you would fight all of the.
Was it over the
Def
top?
Jam.
Like they would do massive like jump 20 feet in the air and do
No.
Oh, okay.
But like the moves were pretty cool.
Okay.
Like it was like cool moves, and like it would like kind of overdo it a little bit in some, but like it looked cool, And I would just play that game, just try to pass it with each character, because each character had like different attributes.
Right.
Like one was stronger, one was faster, whatever. And then you just try to do it with every character.
Yeah, never played it.
Yeah,
I saw it all the time.
yeah. Def Jam Vendetta. That's my number 10, bro.
Cool.
At number 9, I got Star Wars: The Force Unleashed.
Did not make my list.
No?
Mm-mm.
That game was sick.
It was a good game. Didn't make my list.
It was with Star Killer, and the different clones. What was his? I always want to say Desmond, but that's Assassin's Creed.
What's his real name? Oh shit! We just talked about this in the last episode. I'll fact check.
Yeah,
Galen
Merrick.
Merrick.
Yeah. So this guy, he was force sensitive, and he was captured by Darth Vader, and Darth Vader kept making different clones of him, to see which one was gonna go to the dark side and be like, what he was trying to do is he was trying to overthrow the Emperor, and use him as his Padawan. He was trying to create his like perfect Padawan, or Sith. And just the game, it was a Star Wars game that had like, they hadn't come out with a Star Wars game for a while after Battlefront, and like the other like games, like this was like kind of like towards the end of PS2. And I think they had this one. I think the Force Unleashed 2 came out on PS3.
Yeah, came out later.
Yeah. But I mean, you can do, it was like, you could stop TIE fighters. You could, like the fighting style was super sick. The force powers were like, just all around, it was a badass Star Wars game for sure.
An original story too. And
yeah,
it was nice.
And it was, it had like the multiple endings where either you save Palpatine or you kill him. And it had like the different endings. There was like, I think there was 2 endings. I don't know if that was the first one or the second one.
I think I only played the second one. I don't remember that. So
oh, okay,
it might be
yeah.
the first
So
one.
yeah. So if you killed them, it was a different ending or not.
But he's not canon.
He's not canon. He's Legends.
It's Legends, yeah.
What?
Yep. So what says here, at least.
That's BS.
Yeah.
Because they could totally have put him in the Kenobi series.
Yeah.
They could have made
They can still do it.
They could still do a series of that itself. Like people would watch that shit, and Darth Vader would be in that shit too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There you go, Disney Plus.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. But yeah, that was my number 9.
Cool. My number 9, out of all the Blitz series, but it's not Blitz, it's Hits. NHL Hits.
I never played NHL Hits.
Dude, I never cared or didn't want to play hockey in my life. This game made me love hockey. So you play Blitz, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much it's NHL, no rules. You just keep like hitting people nonstop. Do you know a little bit about hockey?
A little bit.
The puck would go on fire. The shots are crazy. You know what one-timers are? Pretty much you just pass it and then the other guy shoots it right away.
Like an assist kind of thing?
Yeah. So that was just the most fun thing to do. Just do that. You can hit the goalie. It was just all around chaos. It had everything that Blitz had. You know, the putting the codes before a match. Like you had big head mode and always on fire or whatever. But yeah, I didn't care for hockey until this game, which was pretty funny. This made my list mostly because I played this with my now brother-in-law, but we had the funniest story. Him and I were playing this game, and then my sister's ex-boyfriend comes in the room, and he's like, "Hey guys, what are you doing?" And then we're like, "Oh, we're playing," and then he leaves, and then as soon as he leaves, I go gay. And then we just start playing. He was a little flamboyant. So you had to be there. I don't know. I remember that moment more than the game itself, but the game is super fun. If they need to bring back, which they'll never do, like Blitz.
Yeah.
They tried, but
I always played the NHL games. My uncle would play he always got those different sports games. Mm-hmm. So he would get NHL. It was a pretty good game. Mm-hmm. That one and what's the baseball game?
Like the hit style? Or
No,
just baseball?
It's just baseball. Oh, the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool game.
Baseball had one too. What was the baseball Blitz version?
I don't know.
They had one.
Wasn't it like Sluggers or something like that? Was it Sluggers?
Yeah. No, Slugfest.
Slugfest. Yeah, that's right. I
remember.
Oh yeah, I played that.
We used to play that too.
Yeah. Forgot about that game.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
But yeah, that's my number 9.
Number 9.
Yep.
All right. What's your number 8?
Number 8, Red Faction.
Huh. I never played that game.
Ooh. So this game kind of brings back 007 GoldenEye days. So they brought that, but also included destructible environments. So you can shoot a rocket launcher at a wall or on the floor, and it'll actually make a hole. This was the first time I've seen it done in any video game. So by then I was like, this is sick. So what I would do in the game, I just start shooting a bunch of holes and make tunnel systems and not actually play the game. But it played a lot like GoldenEye. Did you play Time Splitters?
Remind me. I've heard that game before.
I mean, there was no story to that game, but it just plays like GoldenEye. Like the arena shooter, you just go in, usually there's a bunch of bots, and you just shoot each other.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, it's just, this was one of the better arena shooters at the time. Kind of like I can't think of the name. Quake. You got Quake. It's like that one.
Okay.
The story itself, it's like your typical humans went to Mars, but then the government enslaved all the people, so you're doing a rebellion. No one really cared about that, but the game, the shooting mechanics were top notch.
Top notch.
Top notch.
Nice.
Yeah. They made 3 more after that. The third one's kind of dumb. Don't play that one.
I won't.
It's third person garbage. And they stopped after that. Yeah, that was my number 7. What? 10, 9, 8. Say 8.
Yeah. A little ahead of yourself, Jeffrey.
Woo.
All right. My number 8. I couldn't put one.
I did that too.
You know, so I did that for a couple of these, but Madden, the Madden games, bro.
Mm-hmm.
These games we played in high school.
Mm-hmm.
A little before high school, I think I started playing in junior high.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the first time I beat my dad in Madden. Oh my god, I remember it like yesterday. I think I said it in one of the last episodes. Like, he would do like the same play on me over and over until finally I figured it out.
Was
Like,
it a slant?
he would do like the same 3 plays. So it was either a run, it was he used the Colts, so they were always like in shotgun, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it was either to Harrison on the long ball, it was to the Colts tight end. Dallas Clark. It was like a post route to Dallas Clark, or he would do like a shuffle pass kind of thing, or like where I think Edgerrin James, he would have like the option, so he'd have the option to go to the flat or to come around into the middle, and he'd do that play over and over and over. Or those 3 plays. I couldn't figure it out until I used 9 Velcro.
Which one is that one?
That's the one where it's
Is it zone?
it's two down linemen, the 2 tackles rushing, and at the time the Cowboys had like a good pass rush or good tackles, and everybody else would go into zone. So it would be like 7 zone. Or it was like 3 down linemen, something like that. But yeah, it had like it was all covered.
Yeah.
until I learned how to use the safety, so he couldn't throw the long ball at me anymore, and he couldn't go to the post with Dallas Clark because I was just gonna be right there waiting for him. And so then I would just start demolishing him. Just like, it was so good. He would beat me so bad sometimes. He'd be like,
too easy.
Who are you, kid? But yeah, my favorites, probably Madden 04 with Mike Vick. Super cheater mode with Mike Vick.
Yeah. Scramble
Scramble out of the pocket, go for like 70-yard touchdowns and shit. You could use Donovan McNabb also. He was pretty fast. But I think that was the first one with QB vision.
Sounds about right.
That's
when they
like
came out.
Mike Vick had the smallest QB vision, but
He ran fast.
but he was like 99 overall fast and shit. 06 with Ray Lewis, I think, on the cover. I think that was 06
Was that
or
06?
05.
Had to be maybe 05 because that's when they won. Yeah.
05?
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, then it was probably 05. Ray Lewis cover. That's the first one that they did the hit stick.
Yeah, it's 05.
05, yeah. The first one that they brought the hit stick in.
That was sick. Yeah.
That was a game changer. People would be missing all kinds of tackles trying to get that hit stick fumble. And then you would always try to get the user picks and shit like that.
But
But
after that, they didn't really come out with stuff like new features.
yeah, not really. They just had like the different graphics that we have now in 09. 08 was my other one with the ones with Vince Young on the cover. That was a pretty good one too. But yeah, Madden games, bro. They're great. They're great.
They didn't make my list.
No.
But did play them a lot.
We did play it. We played them a lot. We'd have Madden tournaments and everything. But yeah, that was my number 8. My number 7, I kind of put these all in the same also because they were all different games, but there was too many games to choose from. So I have the GTA series. I have the ones that I played on PS2, which were 3 and Vice City. I didn't play the only reason, I played San Andreas like later on, which it was really cool. But the ones that I grew up playing were 3 and Vice City.
It's a little higher on my list.
GTA? All right. We'll talk about it a little higher on your list then.
All right.
But yeah, those are GTA. We'll talk about it later. What's your number 7?
7, Crazy Taxi.
Crazy Taxi. You know, I never played that game.
What?
I never played that game. I
my
just
Not even the arcades?
okay, yeah, I played the arcades,
Okay.
but I didn't like have it like other people had it at their house.
Mm-hmm.
And if I played in the arcade, it was like
Short.
yeah. But yeah.
Crazy Taxi, man. I had a route. Literally, I go this guy. Like after my 10th like customer, it would open up. Like I would just freeform from that. But that game was so much fun.
What was the whole point of that game?
You just pick up people. So you start out with like 2 minutes. You pick up someone, adds time to your time, and then you gotta take them. If you take too long, you lose time, but if you do well, you gain time. So it was just if you were just trying to get to the place as fast as possible to gain more time, but as you get further along, like they had these different customers, like red means short, yellow is medium, green is far, but the farther they are, the more they pay. The green ones were a trap. You would pretty much you do those to get money, but you're gonna definitely lose time. So you have to like balance between red, yellow, and green. But I mean, the whole thing was you're going through the whole town. You get more money if you drive more crazy. So if you're like bumping into cars or not bumping into them, but like almost hitting them, you see the customer, he's like, oh, hell yeah. He gets all happy if you miss it. If you go on a jump, you see him like he's throwing you tips, like money. He's like, boop, 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 boop.
So you have to go as fast as you can without hitting them, but almost hitting them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go as reckless as you can, but like, yeah, not hitting them. But so you would, at the end, you would get a rank. The heist was like crazy. Like it would just go boom, 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 crazy. I only got that once. And you had to be playing for like 30 minutes nonstop.
Shit.
Yeah. And it's stressful, man. You got to keep getting more customers, and then you only start out with 2 minutes, but you're playing for 30. So that's kind of weird.
Okay. Yeah.
And then there was one code which made you a lot faster. You can get a new taxi, but the taxi is you on a bike, just like lugging a guy behind you.
Like on a motorcycle?
No, like a bicycle.
Oh.
It's weird that you're fat. Well, I guess it's lighter, but you go a lot faster. So
Shit.
yeah, you gotta play that. They come out with that on like 360. They remade it so many times, man. You gotta play it.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely worth the play.
All right.
But yeah, Crazy Taxi.
Crazy Taxi. At number 6.
Yeah,
What you got at number 6?
6. God of War.
I didn't play God of War until God of War 3.
Okay, I mean, you know how God of War is.
Yeah.
This was like the first game. It was like super gory, ripping people apart. They had the whole like have sex with the goddess thing. Everything you see in God of War 3, they had in God of War 1.
Ooh.
Pretty
Ooh.
every game.
Ooh.
But I think this is the first game that had those quick time events. You know, the like, oh, press X to
Oh, yeah.
like, you know, before a certain time to do the action. So this
Well, I remember that in the arcade with Die Hard.
would Die Hard.
Yeah, there was this one where you're like running down a hallway or whatever, and you're running down, and somebody like goes in front of you.
Oh yeah.
So you have like a press this to punch, press this to kick, but if you don't press anything, then you like kind of slip or whatever.
Oh yeah. Yeah, same thing, but that's the first time I've seen it in like
A game console.
yeah. And then God of War itself was very cinematic because that whole quick time action. I mean, you'd go like 6 times, and you know he does one thing, hits him.
Oh, okay, yeah,
and
I
then
get
does
it.
something else,
Yeah.
hits him.
Oh, well, that's true. Yeah,
It's
you didn't see that like before.
Yeah, it was just like kind of a one and done thing on the arcade, but it was really cool. Yeah, he had all his weapons, all his dual blades. I don't know what you call those. But yeah, I forgot who you kill. You kill Ares in that one. That's the God of War, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you get to become the God of War on that one. But the rest of the story kind of unfolds. I haven't played the newer one, the one on PlayStation 5 or 4.
I played a little bit of the first Viking one. Oh wait, that's a new. The second one is in. It's like a second God of War, Ragnarok or whatever.
Thor.
They're all freaking. The Vikings are coming back in a big way.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Valhalla.
Loki.
Yeah.
But yeah, I played a little bit of it. It's pretty cool. I think my son played more of it.
Wow, you let him play that,
Bro. They gotta get. We played crazy shit. We played GTA.
GTA. Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't let him play GTA. Yeah.
Well, GTA, like, you're killing people.
I mean, you're killing people in all these games. Call of Duty, you're killing people.
Yeah.
But GTA, it's more like, you know what you're doing.
Yeah. Well, they're innocent people. They're just walking around, doing nothing, minding their lives.
You know what you're doing when you're playing Grand Theft Auto. Okay. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah. That's number 6, God of War.
All right. At number 6, I got Star Wars Battlefront.
Ooh, my number 5.
Okay.
We'll just double bang it right here.
All right. Bang it. Star Wars Battlefront, dude.
One or two or both?
Both.
Yeah.
I couldn't pick one or two. I think I like 2, the Jedi battle, more. But 1, I think I like the regular battles more on 1. The Jedi battles are sick.
Yep.
I felt like you had like more control, and like you could control like the Jedi more than you can in these new Star Wars games.
It's pretty clunky nowadays.
Yeah. It felt a lot smoother in those old Battlefront games. Who was your favorite trooper to use?
In the Clone War, it would be one of the Clone Wars. Had to be like the ARC Trooper, one of the ARC Troopers. I think it was a jetpack guy.
Oh,
yeah, jetpacks.
Always use a jetpack guy. I would always use a jetpack guy. That and the assault.
Yeah.
Just regular assault one. Yeah.
What I like in those games that they don't have now is the Galactic Conquest mode. Do you remember that? So you would just be like one army and they'd beat the other army. And like it was like a campaign mode where you would like just fight and try to take over the galaxy doing the battles.
Like the big map?
Yeah. It'll be a map of all the planets.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't do that here or these days. It's just multiplayer. But
yeah.
Oh, they did the story mode though.
They did the story mode, but it wasn't anything like that. It was a story mode, which is pretty cool. But I think I would have wanted. I don't know. I just want to be a Jedi, or like a Sith, dude. Like, I like how they came out with was it Iden? I don't want to Verso.
Urso.
Iden Urso.
Talking about the chick.
Yeah.
Urso's the girl from Rogue One.
Yeah.
I don't know her name.
I think her name's Iden, though. Her first name. T?
Yeah.
No.
He's sleeping. It's 10:42. Yeah. Iden Versio.
Okay, see, almost. That was pretty cool, you know, but I would have wanted to be a Jedi. Someone with a lightsaber.
I was like being in the Clone Wars era, the Droidekas, the guys in the shield generator.
Oh yeah,
just beep, 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 beep. Then roll up and dip.
Yeah, they just and then they roll in. Yeah. Like, oh shit, you knew you were fucked when those would come out.
Yep.
But yeah, just the Jedi battles are cool. And it was the first Star Wars like multiplayer game that you were stormtrooper or clone troopers, and you just fuck shit up.
Yeah, like a big battlefield.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Cool.
But yeah.
That was my 5. Oh.
Well, before we get to my 5,
Yeah.
we got our musical guest this week. Prisoners. Their song is called Gates. The one that we're going to play here today. And go ahead, give a little listen, guys. Let us know how you like it.
Getting real tired of this fucking sound. Living day by day in this fucking hell. There are demons telling me to split and bound. Fucking get me out of this fucking realm. Living in a prison in a jail. They killed my fucking homie not too long ago. Finger by the neck, hurting fucking sick. Things were not the same right after that. Now a spirit is terrorizing my dreams, telling me that I need to leave out of here at this fucking hellhole. No remorse, let's fucking go. Grab the fucking warden by his neck, squeeze it real tight, don't forget. Point a fucking gun to his head. All of this planet has led to this. Try to fucking stop me and you're shouting and shot like the one motherfucker who tried and fought. Bleeding out to death, this is fun. Get me out of here, I am sick of this. Living in a prison ain't a joke. They killed my fucking homie not too long ago. Later by the neck, hurting fucking snap. Things were not the same right after that. I'm stuck in a fucking prison. I'm stuck in my own fucking mind. I'm stuck in my own fucking mind.
That was Prisoners with Gates. Their Instagram is PrisonersHC. We'll have all their info underneath in the bio. Check them out, guys.
Mm-hmm.
New band from Yuma. I think they've been together for about 2-3 years, something like that.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
nice. You know how many songs they got?
Not right now.
Mm.
They sent me a few songs, but I think they're working on an album
Sweet.
right now. So check them out, guys. We left off with Jeffrey's number 5 and my number 6, which was Star Wars Battlefront.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to go on and go to my 5. My number 5, Tekken Tag Tournament.
You're a Tekken boy.
I love Tekken. That's my shit.
Mm.
Have you ever played Tekken Tag Tournament?
I played one of them. There's 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I played the second one.
They're played pretty similar,
I would imagine.
you know,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool. They went back to like that style for that game. But it was a Tekken Tag. You can use 2 players. What? You can use 2 players. The only thing is that in this game, instead of like if you beat one character, you can go on to the next character.
Mm.
Like if you beat one character, then that's it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
That's the only thing I wish was a little different.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I would play that shit for hours.
You did tournaments, yeah? I remember you, not for that game.
Yeah. I did one tournament. I got rocked. I won a round.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I won a round, but it was like all like people that knew how to play. And in that tournament, I was like, all right, well, we'll just go. See you later. Whatever. I ended up winning a PS4 Pro in the raffle, but because I wasn't there,
Oh my god.
I couldn't. I didn't win.
You're probably the luckiest guy I know, dude.
I'm pretty lucky.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Sometimes, not all the time. But yeah, my favorite people to play with, Hwarang, the Taekwondo guy, who just do a lot of kicks, and then Eddie Gordo, the I forget how you. It's like breakdance fighting kind of thing, or like dance fighting kind of thing. Kenpo, or
I don't know.
it starts with the K.
I'm gonna type in dance fighting. Capoeira.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was sick.
I know that.
He was, yeah, for sure. But yeah, Tekken Tag Tournament.
Mm.
That's my number 5.
Is your favorite? Is that your favorite fighting game all time?
Tekken,
yeah,
like
just
the
Tekken.
series.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
oh yeah. Well, it's the one that I played the most.
Mm.
Street Fighter. I played Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat probably my second favorite, but I played Tekken the most, and my family played Tekken the most, like growing up too.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Tekken Tag Tournament.
Cool.
At number 4, I don't know if you've ever played this game. Not a lot of people have, but it was super sick. Freedom Fighters.
Dude, that was my number 11.
What?
It was on my list, but I took it off. That would have been an honorable mention.
Bro,
I fucking love that game.
this game was amazing.
Yeah.
So, in this game, the Russians invade the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
and they take the East Coast,
Mm-hmm.
or they take New York City.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, the Russians come, and pretty much, you're a freedom fighter.
Mm-hmm.
He's like a plumber.
He's a plumber. It was a Mario spoof, is what they're. Because he says like
A
it's
Mario
me.
action game.
Yeah. With the guns.
With the guns. But yeah, like the Russians end up like bombing New York,
Mm-hmm.
and he's in like this thing. But then like just automatically there's freedom fighters.
Yeah.
Like they knew or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they ended up taking over. So the Americans, the freedom fighters, would like have to go to the sewers.
Mm-hmm.
For
That's
like
where their base was.
like their base.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had like different bases. Like, so what you had to do is you had to take over little outposts
Mm-hmm.
in New York.
Mm-hmm.
So one of them was the school, one of them was a bank,
Mm-hmm.
The hospital,
Yep.
like City Hall, all these little things. And what was cool about it, once you like, you can recruit people.
That was the cool part.
Yeah, like you start with like 2 recruits. So you'd be like, join up. And he'd be like, I got you, boss. Or,
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
And so I think towards the end, you can recruit like 8 or like 6 of them.
Was it that much?
I think it was.
I know you can do a lot.
It was a good amount. I think it was like 6, at least 6,
Mm-hmm.
where you can recruit all of them. And just like if they die, you just go and recruit another one.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh, that game was sick, dude.
it was a third-person
Shooter
game. Bro, that game was sick.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you kind of summed it all up. I was like, I had it. It was on my list when I first made it, but then I saw all these other games. And I was like, oh, I don't want to take this out, but I had to.
I'm surprised they haven't done like a remake of that game, because I think that game now would be pretty sick.
Yeah.
Especially if you played like versus,
Mm-hmm.
like, because it wasn't a versus, it was just a campaign.
Oh, there was a versus.
There was a versus.
There was a versus.
What?
Mhm.
Oh wait, there was a
There was,
versus.
yeah.
You could recruit like up to 4 people or something like that, right?
Yeah. And then I remember one level was like a container level. It was just like a kind of a square, and you're just fighting in containers. But yeah, it had
I forgot about that. Yeah.
I think the closest thing they had was Homefront. Do you remember that game?
I know I didn't.
Came out on 360,
Oh, okay.
but they made a movie about it too. It's pretty much the same premise. Russia North Korea. And in Homefront, North Korea takes over the West Coast. But that's the same thing.
Total bye.
Well, North Korea was on the news, so they had to change the bad guy.
And they were on the West Coast. So.
Yeah. Maybe that was the successor to Freedom Fighters.
Probably. But yeah.
No, I heard that game. Of course, I heard that game. That was a good game.
Not a lot of people like that I know. Hey, do you remember Freedom Fighters? What? No, I don't remember. What? Really? That was a game also where we didn't have it, but we would rent it like multiple times. Renting games at Blockbuster and Hollywood Video.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, that was a
Freedom
good one.
Fighters,
That's
dude.
a good one.
What is your number 4, Jeff?
You mentioned it earlier, the Grand Theft Auto series.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
My favorite one was San Andreas, the one you haven't played, of course. That one's...
Well, I played it. It was
okay.
just like way later. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the gang wars on that one. Vice City, I liked you can just buy properties and become like a real estate mogul.
Oh, yeah.
Just having the money keep flowing in.
You would find like the rare cars and like the showrooms and stuff, and you would just break the glass in the showrooms.
Yeah.
And you get the cars from the inside.
Go to the mall. They had a mall.
Yeah.
The strip club was pretty memorable in Vice City.
Yeah. And remember they had you can go to a track, like a dirt bike track. They had a lot of shit in that game.
You could do a lot.
Yeah.
For a PS2 game?
Yeah.
That's a
you
lot.
could do a lot of stuff. You can get in a cop car and chase criminals. You can get in an ambulance and go save people. I don't think...
You can't do that in 5, can you? I don't know if they did that.
I don't know.
I don't know why they took that out. That was fun.
Yeah. And then you could do the cheat codes. Grand Theft Auto 3 was really cool. It was the first of its kind. 1 and 2 were more like 2D.
Yeah.
But the Grand Theft Auto 3 was the first game. Freaking whole reason why Grand Theft Auto is like popular now, because it just stuck. Like, and you could play 3. Like, I played the remastered one, and it holds up.
Okay.
Yeah, it definitely holds up.
I should replay those, just because I remember 3 was really good. They were all good.
Yeah.
I don't know of a bad one. Maybe the 4th one is probably my least favorite, but that's on 360, PS3.
Yeah, but it's just like another Grand Theft Auto game.
Yeah.
Like, they're all sick.
Yeah, big, like, good times in those ones. My parents didn't care about the news, like, oh my god, you can kill these people.
I wouldn't play it at my house.
Oh.
It was at my uncle's house, so like he had those games and he was older, so it was just like, oh, we're playing.
Yeah. The stories were good too.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. They're pretty interesting.
Even as little kids, we didn't really know what was going on, but they were interesting stories.
I remember one of them, like, my favorite mission was, I think there was a bomb hidden underneath a car or something, and you kill like the mob boss or something. This was in 3. The mob boss dies because you like switch cars and you accidentally blew him up or some shit.
Yeah. Like he went into the wrong car or something.
Yeah, crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And we came out fine, right?
We're good.
Yeah. Good story about now my nephew's playing Grand Theft Auto 5. Like, he'll come over and play it. And he says the funniest stuff. He's like, he'll inadvertently pick up a prostitute, and then he'll be driving around, and then I'll be watching him. I'll be like, what are you doing? And he would ignore me. And then he would be like, where's my house? I'm like, why do you want to go to your house? Where's my house? Like, how do you know these things?
Hey, we would pick up the prostitute, take it to the side, and then the car would.
Yeah. Why? What did we find in that?
And money would get withdrawn.
Like, what did we get out of that? I don't know. It was just, look what I'm doing.
It's a prostitute. Look what they're doing. We didn't know.
Yeah. But yeah, Grand Theft Auto, good times. multiple hours spent.
That was your number 4?
Yeah.
All right. What's your number 3?
My number 3, NBA Street.
NBA Street. It did not make my list. It was one of those ones. It was on my honorable mention for sure.
Out of all the other, because they made NFL Street, I think that's it. But NBA Street was dope. Doing all the tricks, just doing combos was just fun in that game. I don't know what to tell you. It's just the
Game
dunks.
breaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy with the afro.
Yeah.
That was a guy. I forget, like Stretch or something like that.
No, he was the doctor.
Oh yeah.
I think he was the doctor. But yeah, it was really fun. That's when I was still kind of into basketball. But yeah, I was just doing all the tricks and stuff.
Yeah,
my favorite.
You can that's when An One was like
Huge.
super huge. The professor. Or some of the freaking players. I can't believe I can't remember any of the players.
I would always try to do the tricks that they did in real life. I was like, fuck, I can't do that. I would always try. My favorite one was you would kind of roll over, but while bouncing the ball.
Oh yeah. I like the one where you would bounce it and like you like bounce it with your knee.
Oh yeah.
Like you'd put it under your knee and you'd bounce it. Like, oh motherfucker.
Can't do that. But yeah, NBA Street, those were good times. And then that game had its like bullshit moments. Like if you go on fire or whatever, you can just sink threes all day.
Oh yeah. But you didn't want to sink threes.
Yeah, you
wanted
want
to
dunk.
go and dunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
NBA Street.
Yeah, NBA Street, my number Trace.
Number Trace. All right. My number 3. Enter the Matrix.
Didn't play it.
Bro. This game was sick. It was a Matrix game, dude. Like, you played as Ghost and Niobe. Or wait, was it Niobe?
Naomi?
Well, her name was Niobe.
Oh, was it?
But was it her? I want to say it was her. You'd play the two and you would shoot in slow motion.
All the time?
Like you could. There was like a button where you could press and it would go slow motion and shit. And like you can like if the agents were shooting at you, you could press that button to like dodge the bullets and shit. Like it was sick. And the fighting in that game, it was top notch. It was just it was a great game overall. I just never passed the last level. The last level, I didn't have any idea what you had to do because you were like a gunner in one of the ships trying to get to Zion and trying to like ward off the Sentinels or whatever. But you would just shoot them and shoot them and shoot them and shoot them and shoot them. But like nothing would ever happen. They would always overtake you. So I never knew what you had to do to pass that level. And it's not like you can, I mean, you can go to like Google and shit, but like you'd have to go to the other room and then like look it up and wait for the AOL. And then maybe you couldn't use the internet at the time because it just had the busy signal. We were waiting for a phone call.
Cheat Code Central, Cheat CC. Do you remember those places?
Yes, I do. Cheatplanet.com.
Cheat Planet.
Oh yeah, that was my go-to, baby.
Yep.
Cheat Planet. If it's not on Cheat Planet, it's nowhere.
Yeah, doesn't exist.
Yeah. The limit does not exist. But yeah, Enter the Matrix. It was a badass Matrix game. You can fight agents. You could dodge bullets. You can move in slow motion. You can kick ass. That was great. Great
You're
game.
not playing as Neo.
You're not playing as Neo. No. You're playing like side
Deos.
Yeah. Alongside the story.
I see.
What happened in the back scenes. Backstory. Wow. But yeah, that was my number 3. Enter the Matrix.
Okay.
Top 2, guys. All right, our top 2. These top 2 might surprise you a little bit. At number 2, I have SpongeBob.
Oh my
The
god.
battle for Bikini Bottom, baby. I love
I didn't play it.
that. Oh my god.
They remade it.
They
then.
remade it. I bought it.
What the
I bought it and I passed that shit again. Jeffrey, you need to play this game.
Okay.
You have to play this game. It's your SpongeBob, your Sandy, your Squidward, Patrick. I think you're Plankton. I don't think you're Mr. Krabs.
What?
I don't think you're Mr. Krabs. Let me see. Who are?
What are you doing in this game though? You just running around doing random shit or what?
You could play as SpongeBob, Patrick, and Sandy. But I think in the newer ones you could play as Squidward also. I think
newer one, yeah. It shows Gary.
Yeah, Gary, Squidward, and I think
Mr. Krabs.
Mr. Krabs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. But it was pretty much I don't know. I think Plankton made robots to take over the city, and it was just his robots pretty much. But I think his robots ended up turning on him, and he yeah, that's what happened.
What does it play like? Is this just like a Crash Bandicoot kind of game, or what do you?
It's it's not like open world, but it has the levels or whatever. It has like the parts of the city, and you could roam that part of the city to do different levels or to do like different. Like you have to find the golden spatula. You have to help Mr. Krabs. You have to like do like little different side missions and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's super cool, dude.
Okay.
Like there's this one where he's like at the beach, and he's, you know how he like how
Ripped
like
his pants?
they like surf they surf the like sand with his tongue. Remember that in the show?
With his tongue?
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
where Sandy is like going down with the like fucking the pearl shit, the clam.
Yeah.
She's sliding down the hill with the clam, and
Okay.
he's going down with his tongue.
Oh, okay.
But it's like that kind of thing, but you're going, it's like different little challenges where you have to go like down different like kind of mazes kind of thing on his tongue. It's pretty sick, dude. It's a sick game.
I can buy it for $6. I might have to do that.
It's well worth the investment, my friend.
Okay.
SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. Play it, Jeffrey.
I'll stream it too.
Stream it. I'll stream that shit. We're gonna do it big, guys. We're gonna be streaming. We're gonna be playing these video games. You're gonna be along for the ride. But yeah, that's my number 2. SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it's so good. So good.
All right. My number 2, Metal Gear Solid 3.
I didn't play 3. I only played 1 and 2.
Best one.
I didn't play 3.
I remember I had this game. I bought it at GameStop on vacation at Florida, and I brought my PS2 with me. That's all I did during the vacation. It's a video game.
Nothing's changed.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 3. It's technically the first game in the timeline. But it was my first introduction to Metal Gear Solid. I'd never played the other ones. And I was kind of surprised I liked it because it was very dark and kind of scary. A lot of the characters were like messed up. Like one guy was like a pyromaniac, and one lady was praying mantis. I think you know her. She makes a comeback. She's like Psycho Mantis, yeah. And then my favorite boss was this old dude that's a sniper. So you're literally in the woods, and you're kind of doing like a sniping battle. But if you kind of just ignore him and go do other stuff, the game will be like, oh, the guy died of old age. Because you just ignored him. So it did weird shit like that. Like, what the fuck?
So he's not a boss?
Yeah, he was. Well, he like if you were in, it was like a little arena, but you can leave it the arena. So if you left and did other stuff, you just died on his own. But you know, Metal Gear, it's just like you don't know what the fuck's going on, like the story wise. But it was really it was really fun sneaking around, even though like they're right in front of you, or the guy is looking at you, but he doesn't see you.
Oh, because you're not in his little
cone,
little radar or whatever.
But then if you happen to do it, you still have a chance to get away because you'd be like, "Who's there? Huh?
Huh?
What's that?" And then you just get away.
Huh?
Yeah, they're still the kind of not really survival game. It was more stealthy. I like the combat. It was very yeah. CQC is what they call it. Close quarter combat.
How did because I remember in Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2, it was like you were fighting them, and when you would hit them, it would go,
Oh, it's not. It's kind of
so, so like you would hit them like 3-4 times in a row.
It's probably a little bit different. A little different sounds.
Yeah.
Probably 4 different sounds.
I remember in the first one, also you can go up to them and like choke them out.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, they had the Ocelot revolver. Here's the bad guy.
Was he in Metal Gear Solid 3?
He was in 3. Yeah.
Shit.
Because they all have like the same names. Ocelot. He's in multiple ones. It's the same guy, but different. But yeah, it was really fun. And the story shocked me. I was like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
This is dope.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah. And then I had to go play, I think at the time after that, 4 came out. This is the next one I played, which is kind of the end. So I played the beginning, 3, and the 4th is technically the end of
and he didn't play the 2 middle ones.
No, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Same characters, but now he's like super old. It's not even the same guy.
I'm so lost.
Yeah, it's the same snake. No, it's not. It's his clone.
But it is.
Yeah, but yeah, Metal Gear Solid. Some trippy stuff happened in that game.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you need to play it. They haven't remade it. They should. That's a game I would replay.
All right. I'll try it out. A few games that didn't make our list. I want to throw out some honorable mentions because there's a lot of PS2 games, and the span of years that we played those games.
And the millions of games that came out.
The millions of games that transferred right over, or that you would play on PS1 that would transfer over to PS2.
Yeah. Yep.
So on my honorable mentions, I got Guitar Hero. Great game. I'd play that game for hours.
Yeah.
Had the guitar. It would plug into the PS2.
Yeah.
We had wires.
Yeah. What's a wire?
Yeah.
What's a wire, Peepaw?
Play on expert mode.
Dragon Force?
Oh,
You didn't do it.
I didn't do it. I couldn't. I got we got a little train there, huh?
I think they can hear it.
I think you can hear some.
Yeah.
You can hear some. You can't hear all of them. I got Hot Shots Golf.
That's a good one.
That's a really good one. It's a simple golf game, but
I think it's the best golf game.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
I think it's even more realistic than like Tiger Woods.
I'd play this with my grandpa. Rest in peace. He loved this game. So he was playing a video game. It was Hot Shots, and he'd be like, "Look at me, look at. If I use it with this one, it's gonna go a little farther. Watch. You see?
Yeah. Yeah. Nice on.
Nice on. Nice par. Excuse me. I got NBA Live. Me and Ivan would play this shit for hours, bro.
What was the other one? It was live and was it 2K?
It was 2K. Well, because 2K wasn't as big before.
Yeah.
NBA Live was the basketball game where it was at. So you would play NBA Live for sure.
Yeah.
And me and Ivan would go like, we'd play. He'd always beat me, of course. Fucking a-hole. But we would play LeBron James versus Kobe. And we would try to like, it was the 5-on-5 normal game, but we would only use LeBron and Kobe. And we would like try to only score with them.
LeBron James, he was there?
Oh, yeah.
No. In PS2?
Oh, yeah. PS2, yeah.
What the fuck? How long has LeBron James been alive?
LeBron James. Yeah, it had to be NBA Live.
Started.
He's already been there for almost 20 years.
Okay. All right. 2003.
2003, yeah.
Damn.
For sure. Yeah, me and Ivan would play in high school. Yeah. LeBron versus Kobe. He was on the Cavaliers.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes like they would get like a little tip in.
Mm.
So they would score 2 points. So it'd be like, I'm still beating you. And then I got Twisted Metal Black. Did you ever play Twisted Metal Black?
Didn't play Black. Was that the
Bro.
online one? There was an online one.
I don't know if it was online one.
Okay.
But this game, I remember my favorite, one of my favorite stories was, it was a priest, and what he was trying to do, he was doing a baptism on a baby.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, like he came to, and like something happened, and like everyone in the church was dead. And so like he's trying to race to try to find out what really like what happened.
Mm-hmm.
So what had happened was he was doing an exorcism, but the demon got into him, and he killed like the whole church.
Nice.
And shit. Like, oh shit, and he was like, oh no. Like, yeah,
That's
that
a
shit
good
was
one.
crazy. But that was a good one. And then any of the WWE games, like I had Here Comes the Pain, Shut Your Mouth, Raw vs. SmackDown, all those games. Each one got better than the last. Until like now. Have you played a WWE game?
Not recently.
They're pretty good, dude.
360 is the last time I played one.
It's pretty, like this new one, it's pretty sick. Like if you hit the ladder, like if you bump into it or whatever, you don't just like go through it or like walk, and like it walks with you. Like you can do a move and it'll transfer onto the ladder. So like it kind of like looks, I don't know.
Oh, it looks smoother. Okay.
Yeah, it looks
That
a lot
makes sense.
smoother. It's pretty sick. But yeah, so those are some honorable mentions. But number ones.
Numero uno.
What you got at number one, Jeff?
Mine's a no-brainer. I think you might know this one. Mine's SOCOM 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say SOCOM.
Yeah. Me and David Zambada. If you ever listen to this was our jam.
Yeah, he thought I stole his game.
I know.
Did you ever find out what happened?
No,
Yeah.
nothing happened.
Like I didn't even have a PS2,
well, you stole it, dude.
but I stole
True.
it. Yeah, for sure, I stole it. I remember one time I took Ismail. I took his bike on like a joke. You know what I mean? Like I took his bike. I shouldn't have taken his bike. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He came to the house and David followed him, and he was like, "Oh, he stole your shit. He stole your shit." He comes outside. Ismail is like almost like twice as big as me, and like he's like, "Come outside," and I'm like, "All right." And so I go outside with him. He's like, "Why'd you take my bike?" And like he puffed up and shit, and I was like super small. I was a little scary little shit. So I started running inside the house. And like he hits me in the back of the head, and I just hear David like, "Oh, he's a thief," or "He's a whatever, blah blah blah." And just like, I bet that always like
Just stuck.
Also was like, yeah, he took my game for sure. He did that. He took my game. But I don't know, David, if you're listening, I didn't take your game. Like, I remember it was the like we had done a sleepover and we were playing that game, and it was like just like the next day he was like, "Hey, you stole my game," and I was like, "What are you talking about?" Yeah, he stole my. I didn't even like that game. Like, I didn't even know how to play it or anything. You guys would would whoop my ass and shit.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, all right. I guess I stole your game, bro.
Don't do that, dude.
Yeah. So sorry.
Yeah. Well, back to the game. Anyways, SOCOM 2. This was my first venture into online gaming. And PS2, you had to buy the Ethernet.
That was the
adapter.
first game that I ever played online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the best. I remember we had a clan called Ugly Stick. We met these guys online, like totally random people. But we were like the best at it. Not the best, but we were really good. For like not knowing each other. We were a pretty coherent team.
Yeah.
But we every day after school, I'll just go play online. It was super dope. Yeah, we did back in day game battles, pretty much clan battles. We tried to get ranked in the world. But yeah, don't talk to those guys anymore. None of them. Yeah. After, because SOCOM 3 came out and it was trash. So we kind of went our own ways.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah. First online game, like first time I was like, oh, I feel like I'm in a community kind of thing. But yeah, if you guys know SOCOM 2, we did Suzhou Seals. So you probably don't know the map.
Yeah.
Suzhou was like a map that was like for defenders. There's attackers and defenders. The defenders had the advantage, but we did so well as attackers that people are like, oh, you want Suzhou Seals? And then we would just mop the floor every time.
Yup.
Yeah. You heard us right, baby. But yeah, that was great memories. Wish every SOCOM after that, complete garbage.
Yeah.
They can never do it right. So
Yeah, I never, like, that game was cool, but I tried playing the next SOCOMs. They never, like, really got it right.
no, they were garbage. They're online because you don't really play for a single player in SOCOM. Maybe if you played single players, it was pretty garbage.
It's third person, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really slow third person, a lot of camping, potential camping. Yeah.
All right.
You don't really aim down sights either, unless you have a sniper.
Yeah.
So I can see why people wouldn't like it, but I loved it. I fucking loved it. SOCOM 2.
SOCOM 2, Jeffrey's number one. Yeah. My number one. I probably played this game the most. Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
Really? You played that one the most?
Bro. Other than like the sports games, of course, because you could just play those forever and ever and ever. This game was so good. That's my favorite Star Wars movie. The third one, or my second favorite, something like that. I forgot what I put on the list.
Let's fact check that.
Let's fact check that. But it, like at the time, it was like super popular, and the game comes out, and the game is like sick. You're going around as either Obi-Wan or Anakin, and you're fucking shit up. And then the fight at the end, super sick. You're fighting each other. But a big gem in that game was the Jedi fighting. You can do versus battles with Jedis, and you could use all of the Jedi.
What? I don't remember that.
You don't? Oh, bro.
I don't remember this game that much, actually.
Dude, this game was so sick. Like, because I always liked the Star Wars, the Revenge of the Sith, the story I liked the most because it was like Anakin becoming Darth Vader and blah, blah. So, like, I always liked playing the campaign, but it had Jedi battles. You can either be the Sith Jedi, so you could use Grievous, Palpatine, you can use Dooku. I think you were able to use Maul. You could use Anakin as Anakin or Darth Vader. But then you could use Mace Windu, Yoda, Anakin, Obi-Wan. I think they had like a skin where Dooku was on the light side. I want to say you could use Qui-Gon. Maybe. But it was a Jedi battle. Jedi, Sith, Jedi, Jedi, Sith, Sith. And then if you use the same Jedi, I think it was the original Jedi, and then it would show them with the dark side.
Oh, that's cool.
You know, so
Yeah.
I'd play this game for hours and hours.
Wow.
This very fond memories of this game.
Yeah, I played this game, but I seem to remember Phantom Menace more. It's so weird.
Well, it's also probably at the time like you played it or we played it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, I didn't really play so many games when the Phantom Menace came out,
Mm.
but like already when Revenge of the Sith came out, I was playing like all the time.
Mm.
But yeah, dude, this game so good.
They should remake it. I'm looking at it right now. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, dude,
For a
like
PS2 game?
the whole Jedi battle part of it,
Mhm.
they could just make it was a fighting game, but
Mhm.
it's a Star Wars, and you were in the room and you could like run around the room,
Oh.
and you could also like pick shit up with the Force and like throw it at your opponent and shit. Like, it was sick, dude.
Mm.
It was like,
They did do a fighting game for PS1 though. It was complete garbage.
really?
Yeah. But it wasn't just Jedis. It was everyone.
Oh, okay.
Bounty hunter, whatever.
Oh.
Yeah. It was garbage.
No, but yeah, this, I mean, if I can go back and get one game, it'd be this game. You know, I have a Vice City, a clean,
Oh, what?
no touch Vice City.
Unopened or just not touched?
It's just not touched.
Hmm.
It's not unopened.
Hmm.
But I got it for $2 at a thrift store,
Oh, nice.
bro. Mm-hmm. But yeah, my number one, Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith.
Okay.
Great
okay.
game. Great game. And I want to thank you all for listening to our top 10 PS2 games. We're at episode, I think this is going to be episode 14.
14.
Episode 14 of our, like, actual episodes.
Mm-hmm.
I think by the time this comes out, probably have like 17, 18 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys for listening.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, or we have a small listenership. I can't say viewership. Well, some are viewers, you know, but we have a few people that have stuck around
Mm-hmm.
with us,
Mhm.
gaining a little bit of followers. If you guys want to help us out, go to our YouTube, Michael and Jeffrey's Top 10, our
Mhm.
channel. Subscribe, give us some likes.
Mm-hmm.
On our YouTube channel. We're on Instagram, Michael and Jeffrey's .top 10. Facebook, Michael and Jeffrey's Top 10. We have a Buzzsprout website on our Instagram page that you can go and check out the podcast on all of the different podcast players out there. We're on every one right now. So, if you guys have any new music, send us a chat. We want to play your stuff.
Guest.
If you want to be a guest on the show, we want to have you. Come be a guest on our show. We want to talk to you. But yeah, just thank you for listening, guys.
Yeah. We greatly appreciate it.
Really appreciate it. So with that, my name is Michael,
Now I'm Jeffrey.
and we love to pickle. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Check it out.